Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This week's Parsha is Parshas Boy. In this week's Parsha, we have the last three plagues: Arbe, Choshech, Makas, Bechoros, locusts, and the darkness, and the death of the firstborn. So, when it came to death of the firstborn, there wasn't such a big space as the other Makos. It was pretty much right after Choshech. But here is what happens. It's something interesting. Right after darkness was supposed to be the death of the firstborn. But Hashem tells Moshe to go tell the Jewish people on the 10th of the month of Nisan, right? We went out of Egypt on the 14th and the 15th. So on the 10th day, he tells Moshe to tell the Jewish people, V'yikchu ish seh leveis avos. Everybody should take a seh, a sheep, a lamb, to their house, tied to the bed frame for 4 days, and they should check it and make sure it's okay, and this and that. They're going to offer it as a sacrifice. They're going to eat it. They're going to have a barbecue sandwich, and they're going to take the blood. They're going to smear it on the doors, on the doorposts, and the dam Pesach, dam Milah, the blood of the Passover, Paschal lamb, and the blood of the circumcision for those that weren't circumcised. And they're gonna eat a nice seder, and that's that. So the question is, why did Hashem make that stop, make that pause? You're going from darkness straight into when you make this 4-day pause and make a whole Jewish operation over here of getting a lamb and sheep and bringing it into the house and taking it back out to the house, and so on and so forth. So it's explained as this, a very interesting insight. What was going on over here? The Jewish people are going to be taken out of exile. And Egypt in Hebrew is the word Mitzrayim. Meitzar means limitation, boundaries. That the Jewish people are going to go out of their limitations, out of their boundaries. It's not just a physical element of going out from one place to another place, but it's also a person freeing themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and in all levels. So for the Jewish people to fully be free, they had to two things. They had to first denounce any connection to idol worship. And since the seh, this sheep, goat, was the idol, was the god of the Egyptians, that's why it was scary for them to do that, because the Egyptians, supposedly, they would hear that, they would kill the Jews just for You're taking our God, you're tying him up to your bed, and you're going to eat him? Are you kidding me? But the Jews did it because they believed in God. They went and self-sacrificed. They made that move to show that they don't believe in this goat business, and they're not scared. And they're going to serve God. They'll be free by serving the true God. Also, they are independent thinkers. They're not doing anything because they are under the oppression of the Egyptians. They're going to think and act like free people. They have to emotionally, physically, and in every aspect of their lives, they have to express true freedom. That's the only way they're going to get out. You can get out, but if you take the person out from point A to point B, but he's still a slave mindset, you didn't really do that much. So here, Hashem was trying to free the Jewish people from the shackles, from their slave mindset of being oppressed and controlled and scared and under the control of the Egyptians. So this was something that for the Jews, this gave them the opportunity to be able to get out. So this was very important. It was a very important piece to the puzzle. It wasn't just another thing, and that's why Hashem found it important to wait, to make that space between that last two plagues, to give the Jewish people the opportunity for them to grow in their own avodah, in their own service to Hashem, to be able to be there in the right place and to be able to handle the redemption. Hashem should help that all of us, we all have limitations. We all have places, we have mind blocks, we have what is it that you have, everybody has a place that they can't see past that. A blind spot, that's the word. A blind spot. We all have a blind spot that we convince ourselves that we can't see. So Hashem should help, we should be inspired, we should be able to go out of our limitations, out of confined places, and to be zeicha through this, to be zeicha to the true redemption, B'karev Mamish. Amen.